My brand is too small for Amazon. If you are the brand owner who are not going to Amazon just because of this issue or just because of this thought, you are into the right video, because in this video we will be debunking this myth that if your brand just have 2 or 3 SKUs or even one, you're not a right fit on Amazon. Just two of the brands we will be talking. One of the absolutely giant in the workwear, Dickies, who started in 1992, I think 1992, yeah, compared with Alamo Apparels, who just have a couple of really great products, really fine quality products, and they started in 2022, I think, 2022, 2023, somewhere around that. So Dickies, one of the largest Amazon brand with over 12,000 reviews. If we look at it closely, for example, their one of the product have 7,000, 20,000, 35,000, 40,000. Those are like crazy numbers, and I love their pants. I have used them for a while now, and then they are really great. That is why in my videos I usually go with the brands that I have tried, and they are great as well. We simply try to sell workwear, see that Dickies have 30, 35, 40,000 reviews, and you simply drop the idea. But guess what? Alamo Apparels did differently than you. They didn't drop the idea just looking at the Dickies as a brand. Let's closely look at Dickies compared to the Alamo Apparels. So Dickies have been founded in 1922. They have been into the market for, sorry, I was wrong at the first place. They were founded in 1922, and then they are a huge billions of dollars group. They have thousands of the top listings, variations, and they mainly go into the workwear category. Compared with Alamo Apparels, who have been founded just 3 years back, is a small family-owned business. Actually, let me go to one of the listing and show you that. Here we go, small business. This product is from a small business, Texas owned business, and they just have 2 or 3 hero products, and by the way they are doing 6 figures already. Now if you compare that scale with Dickies, this is not comparable. Dickies are doing millions on Amazon. But if you still look at the scale, Alamo have reached, probably these are loss sale for your, let's suppose, tripod business, let's suppose your pet business, let's suppose your decorative lights business, any business you are doing, probably those are 6 figures, 5 figures are your loss sales. But if you're just on the shelves, if you're just into the retails, that means you are directly, and your competition is with Dickies, that means you are competing directly with them on the shelf. Like if you are in a retail store, your product is not visible on the shelf, it will not sell. But on Amazon, but the issue is, on the retail store there are very limited shelves, but on Amazon there are thousands of shelves. We will go into them slowly. But for example, if you sell workwear and type in workwear, so okay, this is the one of the biggest shelf on Amazon. For example, cargo pants we can take, or workwear, whatever example you take. For example, cargo pants, this is the biggest shelf have on Amazon for this specific niche. For example, in this you will already see Wrangler, and then if you scroll down, I hope we see Dickies, because yeah, here we go. So Dickies is also on the top spot. Okay, that is fair enough, because cargo pants are being searched by the real customers 50,000 times. Yes, you have to show up on that, but if you do not even show up shelf, that does not mean that you are out of the business. There are further shelves within this niche. For example, tactical cargo pants. Probably the search volumes would be lower, 12,000, 13,000, but there is enough demand for you to make a good business out of that. I will even, like, if you're just starting out, I will not even target that shelf as well. I will go one step further. For example, stretchable tactical cargo pants. Yes, the demand would be much lower, but usually the lower the demand, lower the competition, and higher your chances to convert on this one. So now if you go that down, now you will not see a lot of Dickies, Wrangler, that we were looking at the main shelf, which was workwear. If you look at the percentage of units sold by the independent sellers, it is increasing ever from the last decade, I would say last 10 years. Every year or over year shows a good growth of percentage of individual units sold by the individual sellers. So you can see in the 2013 there were 40% units sold by the individual sellers. Now it is at 62%, which is all-time high up until 2024. We are yet to see the 2025 data. Actually, what are the top reasons as a small brand owner you should be on Amazon? The number one reason is Amazon ranks. Amazon ranks are awarded by conversion rates, click-through rates, and the sales, not by the brand name. So if you outperform Dickies in the conversion rates and the click-through rates, that means you have better chances to be on the better spot than them on the specific shelf, which would be the search term as well. So it is not that you're just competing with Dickies directly, it is that you can build your own reputation as well. Now also, number two thing is narrow beats broad always. Since you already have seen that Dickies is absolutely rocking it on the cargo pants. Again, I love the pants, but the point to prove here is, like, even if you bring a business out of the cargo pants, you can still bring business out of the stretchable tactical cargo pants. Stretchable tactical cargo pants for technicians, electricians. So you have to niche down, build your own niche. For example, the cargo pants, one of the largest term or the shelf on Amazon within this niche, will have 10,000s of the searches. Let's take a look at that again. I will type in cargo pant here. Now you can see, okay, 50,000 results, like crazy, 50,000 results. Let's see for this one, stretchable tactical cargo pants. Okay, only 3,000 sellers are competing on this one. So that means there is still enough demand, there is lesser competition. That means your competition will not directly be with Dickies, it would be with some generic brand somewhere around this, a brand that nobody, like not nobody, but lesser people knows. So yeah, moving towards next step, let me move to the slides. And also we have also the third thing, you take decisions right away. Dickies may have to, they may be a bit slower about the processes because they have a lot of products. They cannot or compete with you on that minor level. So for example, if Dickies again are doing millions of dollars per month on Amazon, I think you still can do six figures. And that is the same story with Apple. That is the same story if you are selling tripods. That is the same story with Amazon Basics. We went through, like in the last couple of videos, we also went through that how Amazon Basics, being the top of the line tripod seller, is selling millions, but there are sellers with who are relatively new, maybe just under 12 months in the on platform, and they're already doing six figures. If not six figures, maybe they are doing already five figures, which is an additional business. Not they are not losing anything to build this business in addition. So my advice to you would be the first Alamo, not the second Dickies, because your brand have your a great reputation. And once Dickies was again the first Dickies, they started at that time, they grew over the years, months, quarters, and decades, and now they are Dickies. Now they are the brand you are looking into. So as early you start, you will be the first Alamo apparel in your niche. So I hope this video will give you some clarity, like you do not always have to be top of the brand to be on Amazon. You do not need tons of reviews to compete. All you need is a great will and a good product with great USP to be sold at a somewhat competitive price. So I hope this video was helpful. If you need any help with understanding like how Amazons work, do let me know. I would be happy to answer your queries.